Moving towards Fahim, how do you see the Congress report, particularly by Shashi Tharoor, the member of Foreign Affairs Parliamentary Committee, where he said that India faces the biggest strategic setback in Bangladesh after the 71 war? Do you think it does further cement the conclusion or the aspect that India has been interfering in Bangladesh's domestic politics for quite some time now and is currently at a very weak standpoint?
Yeah, I think Shashi Tharoor is a kind of seasoned diplomat and he knows the ground realities. And of course, India, even in last 1 or 2 decades, have lot of setbacks, including kind of Sri Lanka, Nepal, and some of the other countries. But of course, Bangladesh is, in terms of number of population, number of economy, is like one of the most important country, and it actually, like the other panelists has actually mentioned, that India has actually got almost kind of a blank check with regard to Bangladesh in last 15 years under Sheikh Hasina. So they not only interfered in politics, but they also interfered in kind of economy and lot of other things. There are a lot of contracts which were given to Indian big companies like Adani and others without any fair process. So they have been kind of dominating both politics and economy, and also it is very common knowledge that a lot of the important positions in administration or even in judiciary, they were actually directly controlled by India. So after this kind of 15 years, when India's kind of favorite Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina was overthrown by People's Movement, that was, of course, not only a shock for the Sheikh Hasina and her kind of party, but it was much bigger shock for Indian establishments, because they have actually pampered Sheikh Hasina, and it was almost kind of an extension of Indian government. The Bangladesh government was almost an extension of Indian government, and we were actually just like a Indian state. So it is almost a kind of what we call the second liberation of the country. So it was, of course, a big setback for India with regard to its dominance on Bangladesh. So, but I actually don't think that, I actually think that it is India who should actually blame itself, because they have not actually treated Bangladesh as a friendly neighbor. They always wanted to control. So if you really want to always control your neighbor, at one point of time, it will actually backfire, and it has actually backfired like it did in Nepal or Sri Lanka or other neighboring countries. So I think Shashi Tharoor was quite right in kind of terming this thing as one of the biggest political setback for India, Indian Foreign Ministry or Indian state.